Here we go again. And a warm welcome to one and all. And if this is your first time here, I'm a very silly, scruffy trader. And why am I silly? Because it's ridiculous o'clock in the morning. No, I'm doing the morning star. It's currently coming up around 6:30 in the morning. Had a little look at the charts. And what I'm trying to do is kind of figure out a rough direction for the next hour or so. And then trade it to get roughly around 10 pips before I go to work. That's what this Morning Star series is all about. And talking of morning stars, here's my favourite star. Thank you, my love. Because not only do I like the coffee, I like Winky as well. Although I don't think she likes me getting up this time in the morning. Because apparently I make a racket. But there you go. Anyway, so if you want to see this series continue and you like trading in the real world, do hit that little subscribe button and smash the like if you like the video, because it genuinely motivates me to do more. And if you want to see more, just find me on Twitter. You'll find a link in the description and you'll catch all the updates. So let's have a look, see where we're up to.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, so I'm working this with two charts. I was asked if I would only do Morning Star with Forex. Now, it can work with pretty much any instrument, but it wants to be fast because you want to get in, you want to get out sort of thing. So the two charts of choice are Euro, Dollar and Cable, because they're reasonably active and they are cheap because this is a small account that we're building up. And if I just flick over onto my screens, I can show you this, or onto my spreadsheets rather. We started with 350. We're currently 15 positions in, and we've grown it by 18%. Okay, and if we just flip the summary over, there you are. You can see the growth, and there's the equity curve, and it's this month. Now, there have been the odd comment about it being a waste of time and it's just pennies. Well, I kind of disagree with that, because if I put £350 into a bank at the beginning of this month, I certainly wouldn't have £65 worth of profit out of it. And this is what trading is. It is just grinding away, just moving your money up constantly and making that money work for you. You see, trading is, well, call it a marathon, not a sprint, but what it is, it's a job. When you're in a job, you don't start day one as an apprentice and end the week as managing director. You know, you might think you know everything, and trust me, I've worked with and employed plenty who do that, and all of them fail. Why? Because they don't listen and they don't put the work in. And then when you have to have the awkward conversation with them of saying, look, you're no bloody good, you've got to go, it's everybody else's fault but theirs. Now, trading is kind of a similar environment in the sense that it is your boss. So if you want to sit in its chair, you have to put the work in and be better. The difference between this and a job is the market's always better than you. Stronger, it's been around longer, certainly has deeper pockets. So ultimately, if you're going to fight it, you're probably going to come off worst. And that's kind of the way I look at it. I like to try and stay under the radar with trading. And the idea is to grind away at it, you know, and hopefully it might promote me through time. Well, something like that. It's kind of a little bit of early morning thought, if you like. So anyway, that's what I'm looking at. But if I just edge at it all the time, I mean, I did a little trade on Friday. I don't like trading Friday at the best, and I kind of try and take a day off on a Friday. It just edged up a little bit. Now I am going to start edging up the price a little bit because I want to get it to £1. And that's what these increments here are. Just moving up. But again, I'm doing it gradually so I don't overstress the account. Okay. So let's get onto the charts and have a little look. So of the two, you can see there is a push here down. Now this is a pretty decent collapse, and it looks like it's trying to get down here somewhere. But I don't want to try and catch a falling knife, but I don't really want to be going with it either. So I'm going to try and let that one settle down, and let's have a look, see what's happening with the pound. Well, it looks like it's on a similar situation. So if it is pushing down here is roughly the value. Well, that's 40 pips away. Okay. So today is actually quite difficult. Let's have a little look here. Okay, but we're in and close to this level. All right. I think there'll be a counter move shortly this morning, and that counter move might grab me 10 pips. So of the two, looking at them, cable's probably the better of the two. It 9 times out of 10 it is. It moves faster, and I understand it. That's collapsing. There is a little bit of a tail coming here. It has stalled at this point, so there's no reason why I can't like curl around and get back up. But there's a value area here, and the other main one is there. Okay. All right, so I'll leave the camera running. I am more leaning to long. Yeah, I'm going to take it to the long side. Okay, so I'll leave the camera running and I'll come back to you when the trade is done. Okay, boys and girls, stopped out. And if you have a quick look at the screen, you'll see how important levels actually are, because it is stalled bang on where I marked, almost to the pip, and then again. And this is kind of why I place a lot of emphasis on levels. They help me get in, they help me get out, and also they bind the trade in. And what I mean by binding it, it means it locks it between 2 points, and as long as it stays within those arenas, you roughly know what's going on. So what's it done for me? Well, we're looking for 10 pips a day, and there you go, 10 pips, 710. Now that's it. That's this day done. We're just edging away all the time. Now if I flick this over onto here, we can drop these in. There, we started with 415.01. Still pretty rough on the risk. We were 71 today, and we're getting 710. Okay, and that was just the same. So, got me 10 pips. I am going to edge that up to 75, even though the last one wasn't green. What I'm trying to do is kind of push it up to £1. But I don't want to go gung-ho and just go straight in at £1, because it'll put too much stress on the account, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to keep as much pain at bay as I can, and the only way you can do that is reduce your position size and just ease into it. But 20% growth. We are approaching the end of the month. It's the 28th today, so there's only a couple of days left. But a 20% growth per month is excellent. You know, just keep it going, chugging along every day, and then tomorrow I get 750, and then it'll be £8, and then £9. And this is how you build accounts up. You just grind away at it, and that grinding pays off. Do you like grinding?
I'm not going to answer that because I don't think that's the right answer.
How does your missus put up with you? Must be my legendary prowess as a lover.
You lot have got a dirty mind. You really have. That wasn't what I meant, actually.
We all know you too well.
Eh?
We all know you too well.
What's that meant to me?
We know what you like.
Just because I've got a broad-minded sense of humour and a big knowledge of the charts, I know what grinding means. It means little and often and working your way into it. What did you think I meant?
Well, I'm still waiting to get out of my chat.
Yeah. Winky's trading journey isn't going to her plan, although I had a fair idea what was going to happen. She is actually going through what most of you do, the itchy trigger finger, the desire to be in a trade constantly when there's no real setup there, and swinging for the fences when you are in the trade, and then wondering why it's only gone halfway to target and then nearly all the way to stop. Why? Targeted inappropriately, over trading, itchy trigger finger, and a position too big for the account. And why am I letting her do this? Because it's the only way to learn. If you get a smack in the nose or hurt your hand, don't do that again, do you? The only way. The only way. You've got to experience it. I went through it myself, and even in my factory days, I know my trading came from a different mindset and a different style. But when I was doing it sort of on low time frames, I always thought this should be a trade. This should be a trade. And I paid for it daily over a period of time. Whereas when I was forward purchasing, we'd look at the charts at the beginning of each day. Say, is it at a good level? Yes. Great. We're going to lock some money in. No. Fine. We'll look at it tomorrow. Or we used to set alerts so that we would get a message and it would tell us when it got to a level that we're interested in locking in. And that's where it came from. But personal trading, day-to-day trading, when you're down on hour charts, 15-minute charts, it exaggerates your emotions. It's a different game altogether. So we're going to continue this journey. You're going to continue yours.
Yeah. Fingers crossed today.
Fingers crossed today. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. You're still up. Don't worry, you're still up. Just not as much as what she wanted. But hey ho. Right, boys and girls. That's Morningstar done for another day. I'll be at it again tomorrow. By all means, drop your comments below. I genuinely answer every single one of them. And if you follow us on Twitter or Facebook, Winky answers them as well. Okay, so catch you all soon. And remember, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.